Now, smell. What's hot? Smell. See the aroma of the high heat. The high heat, what it does to the flavor of it, it can't be done on a stove, and with just heating it. And I think this is one of the reasons why these drinks were so popular back when they were made with something hot like this, and not as popular now. And in my bar, when we make these, the whole bar smells like the Red Hot Poker. And we mainly make them in the winter time. But I wanted to bring it to kind of show, a technique that we like to use. And it's just a flavor that people haven't had in many, many years.
Is there a reason why you chose cognac?
Well, I like it, cognac, and also brandy was one of the things that was used back in the old days. So we use sometimes apple brandy, and we use cognac. And then we have some modern variants, like kind of newer spirits and newer things that we also use. But kind of two of the favorite ones are this. And back in those days, like an apple brandy would have been mixed with a cider, and a cognac style would have been mixed with like a beer or an ale, which would have been an ale back in those days. And so this is kind of traditional way. Stas, you have the orange peel?
Yeah.
Right. Start pouring these. We have one that's not hot. If you do it when it's hot, eventually you'll crack them.
Yep.
So you have to start cold, and then go. But it takes also it takes a couple of minutes for them to heat back up. These pokers, when we use them at the bar, they get turned on at 6 p.m. and they get turned off at like 3 a.m. in the morning. And when they're running like that and they're making drinks all the time, they last 1 month. It takes me, I can build 4 of them in like an hour and a half. So maybe a little more, maybe 2 hours. I can build 4 of them in maybe 2 hours.
These actual devices?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so I have to make these because they're not commercial. So when they say that they're broken, I order the parts for 3 more and then I go make them. So this is called a cartridge heater, and this is used in industry to heat up dyes in stamping operations, like for plastics molds and for other things. This is at 1600 Fahrenheit, which is I think around 800 Celsius. And it needs to be that hot to achieve consistent ignition. The problem is, at that temperature, they always blow up after a while. Not dangerous, don't worry. And then this is just a piece of stainless steel that I weld on and then grind it off. I put the cord on, I put a handle on so the bartenders can make it, and then I make these little holders just so that they, so that they're being held by something because they're not me.
You guys know how to weld as well.
Yeah, you have to know how to weld. Well, look, how many of you guys anyone know how to weld? I'm telling you, I love this Tokyo Hands thing. They don't have welders, but they could. They have welding is one of the great, welding is so much fun. You should put a half thing of, if these are short pours, you should put a half thing of orange in, but you should put the